Hey everybody, this is Daryl of Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games, and we're here to talk about... Marvel Comics. Awesome comics, I'm like that. Continuity's intact, at least for now. But anyway, what's... well, at least... okay, we're gonna say Marvel's convoluted. DC doesn't know who they are because they have to resort to 52 universes. Somebody dies, they'll just come back from another one. Thing. Not that Wolverine's not coming back, right? He'll be back in a few years.
I like that story.
But at least it'll be an interesting story. They don't resort to some alternate doppelganger from another universe. Or, you know, or fast forward to 5 years in the future that won't even matter to you, or 2 to 10 years from now.
Gotta read it.
Anyway,
Oh,
we were talking about
Marvel.
we were talking about DC there for a second. Oh yeah. Anyway, Marvel Comics. What's something cool to read this week, Aaron?
I'm gonna have to pick Superior Iron. The simple fact that Tom Taylor's writing. I don't know if I go so far as to say he's Alan Moore, but he's in that range. You know,
It's a bold statement.
It's been reading. I highly recommend anything that says Tom Taylor on it. Injustice.
And he wrote her too. Now, this is a personal favorite of mine. Tell him about this one.
Spider-Verse. I'm a Grant Morrison fan, so I'd have to compare it to something like Grant Morrison wrote about where all the Supermans had to get together to defeat the enemy. Well, this is where all the Spider-Mans have to get together to defeat the enemy. I don't know how you could go wrong with this. I mean, if you're a Spider-Man fan, you have to be reading this. I mean, Spider-Ham was it.
Peter Porker. You got Moreland, part of a family called the Inheritors, who are basically any Spider-Man of any universe. They're basically killing and feeding off their
Energy.
life force, energy.
Their totem. It's like
the Spider Totem.
It's like the one of Spider-Man.
Yes. Or the Other. Is that the Other?
The Others?
The Other. It was called the Other. Anyway, it's a good story.
It is a very good story. Highly recommend it.
All right, so Spider-Verse is awesome. You should be reading it. All the spin-offs. It's actually easy to handle.
Coming from the farthest reaches of the universe to challenge the worst villains on Earth are the most powerful heroes ever in the battle of the Superpowers Collection. Hark! Batman being called to stop a dastardly deed new from Kenner's Superpowers Collection. The Batmobile figures with power action sold separately.
Got you, Joker. Don't laugh yet. Release the war. It's a trap. Activate Batarang. Double Batman? Not my Batmobile. Coming stage 2.
Is this the end of our heroes in the Batmobile? You decide.
Oh wait, there's a book you should be reading. It's called Axis number 5. Avengers and X-Men Axis number 5. Now the inversion spell has taken its toll. We got Superior Iron Man, who we just talked about. He's more of a jerkface.
That's hard to believe.
We've got Professor X in the Red Skull body, sort of. Did Scarlet Witch, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange invert the personalities? We don't know, but we know that the Marvel Universe has kind of been flipped upside down because of it.
I mean, Professor X in Red Skull's body, that's pretty interesting.
He sliced his brain. He died. He took part of his brain. It was in Uncanny Avengers number 1 way back a couple of years ago. But anyway, if you like Axis, is actually a really great book. I was very surprised. Most event books, it's kind of hit or miss. Original Sin was great, and this one's actually really taken me by surprise. If you like it, you need to read Hobgoblin number 2, Axis Hobgoblin number 2. Cool book. Imagine Superior Foes of Spider-Man meets the Hobgoblin meets a pyramid scheme. And Brian pretty much put it the best way. It's a pyramid scheme. He was doing it for villains. Now he's doing it for heroes. And the Goblin King is after the Hobgoblin, Roderick Kingsley. So anyway, worth a book, worth a look, worth a book. Check out the book. Read the book. Reading Rainbow.
Where do you get that book?
Big Bang! Toys, Comics, and Games.
Mossman.
Mossman is green, so I can't be seen. Ha ha ha.
He-Man, Mossman, Skeletor, and Triclops figures, each sold separately.
Look, He-Man's alone. It's 2 against 1. Wrong, Boneface. It's 2 against 2. Mossman fooled you. Yarg!
Mossman, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures, each sold separately. From Mattel.
Also, Captain America. All new Captain America and Captain America Mighty Avengers. Sam Wilson, the Falcon, is taking over as Cap. Steve Rogers is aged due to a battle with the Iron Nail. Super Soldier Serum depleted. The Falcon takes over. Now, I have some doubts about this book, but Rick Remender's writing it. And some of the classic Cap villains are coming back, and it's going to be like a new take on Cap taking on some of those villains. It's worth a read. I would give it a shot. Rick Remender.
I don't know.
Well,
How many times are they going to take Steve Rogers out of the house?
Well, how many times are they going to reboot the DC Comics universe? Oh, wait. Do we or do we not know what the continuity is?
Anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter because DC, you know, you just jump on issue 33. People claim that's real hard to come in on a number 33 issue.
That's pretty easy to see.
Apparently DC people can actually count.
Yes, we can.
Oh wait, will they reboot it?
Marvel can only count.
Well, but DC rebooted before Marvel.
We're gonna kill this whole thing.
DC rebooted before Marvel. At least
They
Marvel.
will.
Anyway, Guardians 3000. If you like Guardians of the Galaxy, you like Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. If you like the current movie version of the Guardians, it's because of Dan Abnett who's writing this book.
Those are the ones that started it. They also did Resurrection.
They did. Good book. DC canceled it. Yeah, they canceled a good book. Imagine that.
They've done that a few times.
A few more than a few. Just kidding. Hawkeye versus Deadpool #2. Hawkeye, Deadpool. Caitlin really vouches for this book.
Big Deadpool.
Yeah, I like Hawkeye, so I think it's a good team up. I think it would be a good book to read. #2, read it.
Beware, the mutant-seeking sentinel.
Target identified. Mutant apprehended. Want to mix it up, big boy? My adamantine claws will get rolled back.
I've always had trouble with man.
My optic blast will give him trouble. Firing projectile arc. Now, Sentinel, you will be defeated.
Sentinel robot playset and X-Men action figures. Each sold separately.
Lastly, from Marvel, Thor #2.
What's your take on the Thor thing, girl?
Well, he's no longer worthy to hold the hammer, so now a female is. Some people think Thor's being turned into a woman. They got it all wrong, man. I tell you, they got it all wrong.
He's just no longer worthy. Which is something to hang your head, Shane.
He's no longer worthy. Nick Fury whispered in his ear in Original Sin. Didn't read that? Oh, wait. It's on the recommended reading wall. Where at?
Big Bang.
Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games. Those are Marvel books you should read. Anything else we want to throw out there to them?
Where's that one thing we always think of? Big Bang, because...
We got him!